Welcome to the Lumiere channel. Welcome to your weekly spirit guide messages. I'm recording this one live, so if you hear me talking to people in the comments, or if you hear me having like a slight conversation in the break of something, that's because it's live. It's not pre-recorded. Otherwise, welcome to your spirit guide messages. Pick a card. These are your choices. 7134. 8675 beyond. None of those numbers are here except like 7 and 3. 1, 4, 3, 7. 1, 4, 3, 7. 1, 4, 3, 7. 1, 4, 3, 7. Pick your card. Which message is there for you for your weekly guidance? I will give you a hot second to do that. Okay, I will be starting with number 7. Probably just put them to the side, actually. Oh my gosh, this is difficult. Such a difficult frame. Alright. Hey, number 7. Hey, number 7. Welcome to your pick a card. Welcome to your message, your weekly guidance. So let's see what your guides have in store for you. What do they want you to know? What do they want you to be aware of this week? And as far as guidance. So we have the Observer and No Place Like Home. Oh, okay, let's get into it. Observer, No Place Like Home, Finances and Career, and Children. Can you see this? No, you can't. Okay. A weird opportunity or a missed opportunity may lead you to something even more closer to what's in line for you than you would think. How do I say this? So with true love in reverse, I feel like there's some kind of missed opportunity or something that you either slacked on, something that you either didn't choose, something like that in the realm of things that leads you to being more observant, that leads you to take a step back, and that sort of takes you to a place where you go, oh, okay, maybe I could do this, or maybe this. And that thing, the fallback, or whatever it is that detours you, is going to be more beneficial than the thing that you thought was a missed opportunity. And that's really good. That's going to be more in your authentic line of existence. Now, this could be something to do with money, finances, and careers here. It says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And then there's something here to do with children. So there's something about like young, and I wasn't going to do tarot because I just didn't feel like it. But I think I'm going to pull out the tarot cards for your number 7 to see what more we can get from this guidance here for you. There's something to do with like a young energy. I think it's beginning energy. I think something truly was like an opportunity, and you have to sort of not start over, but starting something new. You might be starting a new job. You might be starting a new business venture. You might be starting a new business partnership that could lead to something more, or something more may lead you to a business partnership. With finances and career here, I really do take it as such a like a actual financial card. So this may have to do with your money. This may have to do with your career, or finances if you invest, if you do savings. It's almost like a bad turn takes you towards something that you needed to do or have to do anyway. It takes you back to yourself. And I'm really familiar with this energy. If you're an air sign watching this, this could be something that is worth for you to go watch the air video for that I recently posted, because this could be an addition to that. Thank you. So swords energy, this is great. I like that it's swords energy because it's thinking energy, it's thoughts energy. It's taking you to observer and no place like home are authentic spaces. Observer is wearing the world around you like a loose fabric. This is you not taking anything too personally, you not taking anything too close to heart. And I like that because if it is new energy, sometimes we do put so much hope into potential things that it affects us when things don't come to fruition. So I feel like something doesn't happen, or something just kind of goes left, and then you go right, on the right path. With the Five of Swords here in reverse over finances and career, I do think like there is something that, I feel like it's just a repeat, but let me clarify the Five of Swords itself. Yeah. Judgment, the turnaround, judgment, the reawakening, the rebirth. The what did you do in order to get here, which is this, the something that you think you lost was actually not a total loss. Like maybe it was a loss, maybe it was an opportunity that you lost with a person, place, thing, event, I don't know, job, but it's actually a greater purpose here with the Judgment card coming up as a major arcana. Here we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like this is someone waking up to a certain heartbreak and grabbing the sword of truth. The sword of truth being no place like home. The sword of truth being their unique authenticity and using that to guide their way forward. Like this is a reroute. I feel like number 7, you are guided to be rerouted, or you are guided to embrace any reroutes that happen to you this week or happen in your world, because it's almost like rejection is God's protection, that kind of thing. It's almost like, hey, you know what? That thing that you maybe were wanting, pining for, or whatever, it was here, but now it's this side. It's almost like you go to a job interview in a building, it's like a group interview, and you get there too late, you miss your time slot, and you cannot do it. That's a missed opportunity, that sucks. But hey, guess what? The location where you went to for that job has other job fairs, has other applications that they're accepting, and then you apply to one of those that are more in line with what you want to do. Or you get somewhere and you missed your chance, and now you have to wait a little bit longer, and you decide to sit down in that location, and then while you're waiting, you pull out your phone and you go, well, I haven't done this in a while, I haven't read a book in a while, I haven't written anything in a while, I haven't done that I used to do, that I used to love, that feels good to me in a while. And you do that, and it sort of sparks the next thing for you. So this is amazing. I wish you everything. I'm now gonna do the other game. If you would like to join the membership, you can. The information for that is in the membership section. The link is in the description, so you can click it and it'll take you to the members join page. I would love to see you there. For some behind the scenes stuff, and I appreciate you for watching. Thank you. Keep your light on and good luck. Hey, number 4. Hey, number 4. So, number 4, what is your guidance? I don't know, I've been really wanting to just do like all tarot readings because this girl comes in clutch. So we're going to go ahead and start with the tarot for you, number 4. What is your guidance? What did your guides bring you here for? Wow, that flipped in my hands. And, okay. I was shuffling. Wow, bro. I was shuffling with a friend once, and I said, use my cards, get your guidance, ask your questions. And she was shuffling, like no cards were coming out. She was also doing this, like ain't no cards gonna be coming out like that. But when I took over, them cards flew. Guidance for number 4, please. Amazing. This is really, really cool, number 4. Look at you. Okay. I think we'll go ahead and pull from the Romance Angels. This one slipped out. It's Trust in Reverse. All right, got it. Amazing. True Love in Reverse. Okay, so I really think that if you are an air sign, I would encourage you to go watch the air reading I recently posted. Otherwise, number 4, this is amazing. This feels like the guidance that I did for the month that we're currently in. Talking about detours, I feel like there's some detours here that are really quite nice. Okay, so the guidance that came out and the tarot that came out is really, really interesting. The first card that came out for you is a 2 of Cups, and it flipped in my hands. The second card was another 2, the 2 of Wands, all right? And then the third card to come out for you for the tarot was the 10 of Pentacles, my favorite card. Now, we have Peace in Reverse, the Unfinished Symphony, and True Love bridging the gap in between all of these messages. What's the story here? There's something about partnership, okay? There's something here about partnership. I don't feel like you have it yet in your current state as you watch this. I feel like it's something that's pending, or even something that is, a promise in the days to come and as far as guidance. I think your guidance is to work with others, to share your dreams with others, to almost pass the baton, but make an exchange with someone. This could be an emotional exchange. This could be an emotional exchange, and this could be an exchange in such a way that it doesn't feel like a tangible exchange. It doesn't feel like you're literally handing over a baton to somebody. It feels like you're sharing something with someone. It feels like this is someone who goes on a job interview or whatever, a job discussion, something at work, something in school, and shares with their coworker, hey, yeah, actually, I have something on the side, or this is something that I've always wanted to do, or I really want to climb up in the ranks. Someone who's sharing a piece of their big hope with another person or another whatever. And it just so happens that the person you share this with is someone who is going to share back with you and give you something also that validates or encourages you to move towards greater stability, like longer lasting stability, but also sort of leaving a sense of stability. Because something I've had to realize with the 10 of Pentacles is that, yes, it's a culmination, and yes, it's like the amazing 10 of Pentacles, and I always feel good vibes from this card, from the message of it, but it's also like an ending. It's a completion of sorts. So I feel like someone is moving sort of from one phase to another, and someone is in between phases, in between something that does feel good, but they want more, right? So if that's something that you're in, I feel like that's valid. If you are in a state of being where you are in something, in love, in relationship, in work, in job, in school, but you want more, you can have more 10 of Pentacles, and you are moving through, I feel like these are the buddings of beginning to have something new. With peace in reverse here, peace in reverse talks about surrender. It talks about moving through an energy of complete and utter surrender. Unfinished symphony talks about things aren't quite done. And unfinished symphony is in such a position where truly it's like it's not upright, it's not in the reverse. So there's just something that's not yet done. It's like you're in between worlds, but you haven't yet really left one world, nor are you really in the other quite yet. It's like the buddings of something. I feel like for you, number 4, if there's something inside of you, a dream, a wish, a desire, a role that you're in, a relationship that you're in, or whatever, that doesn't feel like it used to, or you want more from it, you want it to feel like more, that's a good thing. That's a really, really good thing. And you're guided to surrender to that. You're guided to surrender to the need for moreness, because I feel like that's going to bubble something up. I feel like this is like half a guidance. So what's the guidance for this person then? What's the guidance for number 4 with that energy? Oh boy. Yeah, you want to talk about surrender. The Fates is another heavy surrender card. So what the more is here, because I'm personally not satisfied with, hey, your guidance is to surrender. That's fine, I guess. But for me, I'm like, that's not fine for me. But it really is. I'm really more so getting the pictorial of someone laying on their bed with their arms wide open and being like, okay, like now I know that I want more. And that being your guidance, that moment of admitting to yourself and accepting and acknowledging that you want more for yourself. And this is that energy. I don't know if you were there on the live that I did, but this was a lot of the energy that came up. Orphaned and the Fates. The Fates is about, there's some shit that you just can't control. There's some stuff that's just fated. And that makes sense with this true love. Something that used to feel good, something that used to feel okay. I'm not feeling any harshness here. It could be, but you're over it. Your being is over it, and your being wants to move out. It wants to move forward. It wants to move through. It's holding this promise of world and potential in its hand, and it wants you to recognize that it wants more. It wants different. It wants something else. And Orphaned is a message that says, I really want to read that because this has been coming up. This is one of the energies that's been coming up quite a lot, and I really might go over true love in the members area because this is showing up a lot. It's a sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place, which is what we've been talking about this entire time with you, number 4. So for you, number 4, it says you might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. That surrender, right? It's not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. And that's what this sort of I don't feel like the energy of what you're leaving behind is an animus relationship, an animosity filled thing. It's the 2 of Cups. It's something quite nice, but you're also wanting a new 2 of Cups. You're leaving a 10 of Pentacles type situation where you've reached the end of how far you can go materially. You've reached the end of how far you can go in this space, and now it's time to take this world, this desire inside of you, and go forward into a new 2 of Cups, into a new 10 of Pentacles, that new connection, that new journey. And this could be in a similar, it literally for you, number 4, and then I'm going to move on because I have to do others and my equipment is dying soon. For you, number 4, the message is really beautiful. The message for you is surrender to the, just acknowledge, accept, allow. Because I don't feel like at this point you have too much you can do except those very basic, innate things that you can do, which is acknowledge. The universe cannot acknowledge for you. It cannot accept for you. It cannot allow for you. You have to do that, right? And that's what your guidance is. So just being in that energy. I got told, I'm like, hey, can you tell me a bit more from my friends here? And they're like, we said what we said. We said what we said. All right, fine. So for you, number 4, if you'd like to join the membership, please feel free to do so. The join link is in the description box below. I'd love to have you. It's got a really big perk for when I do go live on the live 1-card pulls. So that might be of value to you. And I think it is of value, actually. I think it really is of value. So if that's something of interest to you, then that's great. Thank you all so much for watching live. Like, I'm here with you. I see you. Hi. Say hi. Thank you for liking the video. I'm going to move on to the other cards, okay? Keep your light on number 4. Good luck. Hey, number 3. Hey, number 3. So number 3, welcome to your weekly spirit message. What did the spirits bring you here for? What did your spirit guides bring you here for? What's the message that you need to hear as you are watching this? Wow. That's a pretty powerful message there. Alrighty. Bum 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 bum. So you have milk and honey, a change in the wind. Wow. All right. A change in the wind is a message that is, I might have to read that one to frame the reading. Amazing. Got it. Got it. Okay. Got it, got it, got it. Got it, 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 got it. Thanks. So, number 3. How are you? Not for you. Milk and honey, a change in the wind. King of Cups, the Star in reverse, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Oddly, the Knight does not feel like a person in this very moment. The King of Cups also doesn't necessarily feel like a full total person, but they could be. There's something that is not for you this week. It's a really good thing that it's not for you, obviously. It may be not for you for right now. It may, I feel like it's more so like indulgence for some reason. I feel like there may be something that you might be or have been indulging in, and it could be a person. It could be a person that you've been indulging in, and there's something very interesting about this message. I love this. It's got denominations of 3 and 6, which are nice numbers. If this is about a person, and I'm going to talk about that for, we have 3, so we have denominations of 3s and 6. That's amazing. Okay. I feel like if this has to do with a person, there's been a change or will be a change, but it's not an end-all be-all. I feel like there's a release for you this week. Number 3, I feel like there is a release you're going to experience this week in a really good way. I feel like your actions towards a certain person will experience a shift, or even your thoughts, rather, towards a certain person will experience a shift. The energy between you and another will experience a shift. I feel like it would be a more practical energy between you two. How you think of your relationship will be more practical, and not as highfalutin. I feel like you will be in control of that feeling. I have a feeling that the feeling will happen to you. I can see someone. There's something I'm not touching here. This is very, very awesome. I love this. You change perspective. You change perspective. Something inside you changes in regards to someone else. How you think about someone, how you think about the idea around you too, it kind of calms down. In a way, it calms down, or at least you're guided to calm down in your perceptions and thoughts about someone. And I feel like you have a more practical plan for your future. I feel like you're more balanced. You're guided to be more balanced towards a certain person, maybe the relationship with them. There's something that comes, something changes, a breeze blows, and a thought hits you. Perhaps you chance upon a song, or they say something, or you have a conversation with someone else, and something about that, an exchange, something that you hear, something that passes by you, shifts your perspective, and you're almost like there's a sense of peace here. There's a sense of grounding here. There's a sense of still knowing how you feel and what you desire and what you want to create for yourself and how you want to feel on the one hand, but also knowing something deeply inside of you. This is really deep. This is really deep. This is really beautiful. This. Wow. Come through, you know? Tarot's doing a thing. So is the oracles. This is a tag team made in heaven here. This is crazy. Okay. You know, true love has popped up for every single reading I've done so far in this video. This is the first time it's popped up in the upright. I haven't done one more, but this is the first time it hasn't come up in the reverse. I do feel for you something does come through, and it whispers something in your ear. It puts a thought into your head, and it slows you down, it calms you down, and you change perspective, you shift perspective, and you're looking more towards the future. You have a certain calmness, a certain practicalityness this week, and that is the gift that you get this week. That is your guidance this week, realizing that something may not be what you want it to be right now, but feeling okay about that, actually feeling quite good about that, actually, and feeling a sense of joy and play in what the reality is, in what is on the ground, and what is actually happening right now, and taking the situation for what it is. If this isn't a relationship, if this is a project, if this is a work, career, or job, or whatever, familiar relationship, whatever, there's a sense of calm hitting you in the face of facing something, in the face of allowing something to be what it is and enjoying it for what it is. And that's a really beautiful energy. It may not be all that you had wanted it to be, but it's actually okay. You feel okay about the fact that it's not what you wanted it to be, because some part of you realizes that with the perspective shift, you have a new perspective on whatever this dynamic is, whatever this person is, however it is that you've been feeling about something so strongly that you may have been leading the feeling army on. Something else that I'm getting here for you also is someone giving more to you emotionally. I've been picking up on that since the beginning, but I really want to out. It feels like someone might be giving more to you this week, and you will be calmer about it. You will be more realistic. Maybe they say something that allows you to have this sort of aha moment of, oh, 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 and you settle, and you have this breath of release. But I do feel like it's nice. It's nice. I feel like there's a settling here, a settling of dust, a settling of really quite nice. I love that attraction in reverse came out because this is not trying anymore. This is you just sort of settling and being and enjoying whatever it is, enjoying the flowers over there, enjoying the moment, being frozen in time of this thing, whatever this is, and just enjoying where you're at, enjoying what it is and the new perspective that's come upon you. True love is, this is good. This is a really good settling down energy. If you would like to join the membership where I do one card pulls, well, when I do one card pulls, you get an extra message from the oracle of the day, and you get a little bit more of an intuitive hit from me. I tune in a little bit more for you all, and it also supports the channel, helps me know that, you know, people care. In a way, some people really like to support if that's something that you want to do. And also there's some extra perks, some behind the scenes, sort of just in my mind, what I think of the cards, my own personal pulls. So if that's something of interest to you, you can go ahead and head over to the membership in the description box below and join. Otherwise, thank you so much, number 3. I wish you so much. I wish you everything. And that was such a beautiful reading. My goodness. Keep your light on and good luck. Hey, number 1. Hey, number 1. How are you? Welcome to your weekly guidance, your spirit guide message. What did they lead you here for? What did they lead you here for? What is the message that you uniquely have to hear if you picked this card? Or if you just stumbled in right now. What is the message? What's the spirit guide message? Thanks. I'm sure there's more cards in that deck, but... Okay. Lovely. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely? Someone's address and I need lots of chocolates for me to eat. Warm and some feet, warm and hour. Wouldn't it be lovely? Lovely. 5 of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck, which is very nice to know. Because I feel like this energy is, it needed that. You got the most cards, number 1, out of anybody this entire reading that I've done. At the bottom of the deck is children. At the top is pay attention to the red flags, finances and career in reverse. There's more cards for you in the other decks, but let me tune into this message for a hot second. Yeah, this is going to be good. I'm really loving the energy of this week's weekly guidance. I don't know if it's because I'm doing it live or what makes the difference here, but I'm absolutely loving this. A lot of the similar energies are sort of coming out, and all the readings are quite tied in the sense that certain are coming out and repeated. So I definitely want to go over this in the members area. So if you would like to join, the join link is in the description box below, but I digress. So you have happy in the protection position, as well as serendipity and soulmates in the protection position. I have not seen serendipity in quite some time. It's nice to see it. Hey, friend. You also have two of pentacles in the reverse. I was going to say two of cups, two of wands in the upright, four of swords in the upright, and the page of cups in the reverse. And you have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. What does this mean for your week? What am I getting for your week? This week obviously has something to do with some types of relationships, right? There's a lot of twos here. We have the soulmates card, which is definitely a two. We have the soft boy here, and we have two twos here. So this has something to do with other people, other energies. But I'm also seeing a lot of people who are alone. So it's other people's energies as they affect you. Other people's energies as they have affected you. Could be romantic, could be work life, could be the people you live with, could be your friends, whatever. It could very well be romantic as well. Absolutely. What I'm seeing here is something has affected you. It's something that maybe you thought would be awesome. You thought it was going to be something that was going to go places. Something that you thought was sort of divinely guided. And the thing is, it may have been divinely guided. It's just that something didn't work out here. But the thing is, with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, before I started shuffling the cards, the thing that you uniquely have manifested for yourself, the thing that you, your soul, your heart, that it has wanted, wasn't this. And if this thing didn't work out, or if this thing is going through a rough patch, good. Because that rough patch is guiding you. It's taking you to the thing that you uniquely wanted. I don't think this is forever, though, just by saying rough patch. I really want Muddy Buddies right now. Wow, I am such a puppy chow mess. Ugh. There's something maybe about chocolate or Nutella for you. I don't know. I'm not getting that this is... I'm getting that this is important, but this could be for the week, right? There could be a bit of a log jam in some relationship for you this week. But with happy here, I don't think you're really too mad about it, honestly. I feel like in a roundabout way, you kind of needed the break. In a roundabout way, you kind of needed the break because it was getting too much. Like, it's such a funny thing how sometimes we think we want a relationship, and then when we get it, we're like, oh my god, what? We see this a lot when someone is professing their affections for us, and then we finally profess ours back, and then they back up. It's such a messy energy, but I feel like with this sort of relationship or dynamic in your world, doing that, it's sort of subsiding a bit. That energy is actually really helpful. That energy is really helpful for you to gain a different perspective. It's helpful for you to go ahead and stop being so and you relax. Like, it's sort of like a blessing in disguise, and I feel like there's a part of you that is actually happy about it. There's a part of you that is grateful for this sigh of relief. There's a part of you that is grateful for being removed from this situation, whether or not it was by your hand. I don't see that this was by your hand. I feel like you were removed from this situation, or something happened that enabled you to be removed from this situation. This could be a work situation, this could be a romantic situation, like I've said, or even a familiar situation or a friendship situation or whatever. But whatever it is, you've been removed from this situation, and that's kind of nice. You thought it would be something... I want to actually get about that. I want to know... That's so funny. Okay. I think you thought it would be, like I said in the beginning, I think you thought it would be something greater. then it's almost like someone acted petty, or someone is acting petty, or someone is in a huff puff, or someone is too busy, or someone is just doesn't have time for you or energy for you, and they do what they need to do, and you're like, oh, okay, but you also needed, like, they're the ones that took the action that you couldn't, and now there's like a nice little siesta, a nice break, which you needed because you were juggling way too much. Like, you were doing way too much. You were doing way too much, trying to cater to them and you, trying to cater to all the things that are bouncing around, trying to cater to your emotions, that ignoring actually your emotions in the background that were flowing around, ignoring all the other things that you have going on in your life. But now with this break, you get a chance to they have the one wand. Okay, fine. It's over there. I have a bit of a moment to hold this power and see what I want for myself. And you're taking the time to like nurse yourself. You're taking the time to think about what it is that you want. Taking the time to be by yourself and think about what it is that you want. I just said that. With Express Your Love here, I really like this because I feel like this energy will enable you to connect with the feelings that you need to feel and the feelings that you need to connect with within yourself in order to add them to this dynamic in the future or later on. It'll give you a perspective. There's a perspective shift here that is really lovely. There is a beautiful perspective shift. There's a nice break. I really do feel like the break is nice in its way, and embrace that niceness. Like, sometimes it's nice when you don't have to be, I need a break. It's nice when someone else, you know, removes you. It's almost like a suspension from work. It's not, I don't know what your life is, but it's almost like a suspension from work. It's almost like a postponement. You're supposed to start this role and you've been stressing out about it. You've been trying to do things. It's almost like a flight delayed. It's like, okay, yes, it sucks, but honestly, if you're really honest with yourself, you kind of needed that break. You can now sort of breathe and relax and think and be more free to do the little things that you forgot to do. And you can express your love to yourself. You're the last one, number one, so let me go in on you because clearly you be getting more cards here. That's so funny. 9 of Wands. Yeah, bro, like, I'm tired. You get to express your love to yourself. Like, you get to rest for a hot second. You get to just lean on this stick and be like, okay, we've been talking, we've been fighting, I've been working real hard, I've been doing so much in the background, I've been trying to handle this, that, and the third. I'm tired. I just need a leg to stand on. I just need a hot second. And that is you, like, catering to yourself. But I also feel like it makes you better for the thing when this revives, when this comes back, when the flight is now ready for you to take to board, when the job is now ready to accept people, when the suspension is over, when the break in the relationship, the no communication in the relationship, the vacation in the relationship comes back around. Like, it makes you better. I feel like you will have a different perspective and just a fresher perspective, a more relaxed perspective, a less perspective when this comes back around, or whenever when this, you know, when it's time for you to enter back into the space that's that you're taking a break from, or that you're being meant to take a break from. I love that the only major that really came out for you is the Star, and it came out on Express Your Love, where you are feeding yourself. You are feeding yourself, and that enables you to feed the earth around you. That enables you to have stronger arms to juggle what you need to juggle, in addition to taking care of your emotions. That enables you to put this, you know, globe back inside you, so you can take the stick and you move forward with everything that you need to do after taking your rest. So I like this. You're not doing too much. You're not trying to even you're taking a fucking break, dude. You're taking your whole ass break, and that's really nice. So your guidance number one after all that is you're taking a break. You're showing yourself some love. You're showing your world some love outside of whatever situation with this person, this relationship, with soulmates that you thought would turn out differently. But honestly, Sometimes rejection is God's protection. Sometimes things that don't work out is there is a, you know, there is a dry spot in those things. There is reason to kind of breathe a sigh of relief and go, okay, I'm mad that the flight is delayed. I'm mad that they want to take a week break. I'm mad that we're not going to be able to talk for a while. I'm mad that I got suspended, or I'm mad that I have to stay, you know, I don't have to go to work. You know, whatever the situation is. I'm mad, yes, but actually, honestly, I needed to stay home and do some laundry. I actually wanted to take a break and watch and just sleep in, and, you know, there is a bit of happiness in that, and in the thing that happened that didn't work out. There is, that's so funny. This is the same true love energy. That's hilarious. That's been showing up in all the readings this week. I'm definitely gonna talk about that on the members platform. Yeah, there is something. I'm gonna read this to you. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna read that to you because I feel like that's the sneaky energy that's really uncomfortable to look at, and it's definitely heavy shadow. Heavy shadow. We put so many happy emotions in our shadow. It's ridiculous, and nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about how we put joy, happiness in our shadow as well. To me, when I talk about shadow, it's the energies that we've deemed as inappropriate. So sometimes happiness can be inappropriate in a situation that you shouldn't be happy about. So I'm going to read this to you. Lighten up, because this is a time to be ridiculous and silly. See the world through the eyes of a clown. Don't take yourself or any situation right now too seriously. Have fun, be playful, and make laughter the order of the day. You'll be surprised by how everything just seems to fall into place when humor leads the way. Be happy and lighthearted. Being happy and lighthearted is a wonderful icebreaker. Hello. Life is meant for play as well as work, for laughter as well as tears, for celebration as well as focus. Spirit wants to sparkle through you today. Smile and enjoy each breath and each moment. Miracles lie in the silly things today. So it is silly that, you know, you can find joy in a situation that is a soulmate reversed and a serendipity reversed. But with Express Your Love, there is hope. There is that star. There is that innate, there is that handling of you. The star is not dealing with anybody. She's not fucking with anybody else. She's playing with herself. She got her jug and her other jug, and she's just pouring water. So that's good. I appreciated you hanging out with me, especially those of you that came live and are hanging out with me live. Hi, who are you? I see you. Thank you all so much for holding space for me and keeping me company during this reading. I think it enabled me to even go a little bit further, because I hope that if you are watching, if it's a message for you, I wanted to do a little bit more for you if I could. So thank you so much for spending time with me. That's always so nice. I appreciate you. If you would like to join the members area, because I think I will just go ahead and film a video about true love, because this is an energy that's showing up this week, and I want to explore that a little bit more. That's going to be happening. Otherwise, I will see you next time. I wish you everything. I really do. I really hope you know that. Keep your light on, absolutely, and goodbye. Oh boy.